I'm back on the side reading on this mail. Your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down, break.
All right. Hello to you all, Slick, you're right, Kevin. It's been a minute, but thanks to God, you're right back in it. Hello to you all, Slick, you got a copy. Y'all got switchblade, bayer.
I don't know but these cat meat chickens, cat meat eggs.
No, get back on Switchblade. He looking up around Wild Slick's territory. He looking around Wild Slick's territory. Motor mouth mall working the small ball, peen hammer, stepping. I'm back on the side reading on this mail. Your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down.
That cat meat right there, no doubt about that. Come on, more light, a good time. Right there where I'm at. Cut the phones out of that cat nigga. Clean him up real good. He got to go. Hey, no, man.
You fell on my radio. Hey, you all asleep. Before you were kids, you fell on my radio. But before you left, you said you want to stick a cucumber and roll my mall tip. Hey, you all asleep. Come back in that fire. Come back in that sound like you said. You said you want to stick a cucumber and roll my mall tip. Oh, Slick, I ain't got no conditions. Switchblade, I ain't got no...
I ain't never seen no 5-inch... Hey, Switchblade, I ain't never seen no 5-inch cucumber. Hey, Switchblade, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a 5-inch cucumber. Let me get my knees up in the breeze and break. I don't know nothing about that. Hey, Switchblade, I don't know nothing about that. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Tell Well Slick you need to pump it up a little bit, dry it up a little bit, get some traction. Motor mouth mall cruising, I got down right there, break.
All Slick fell on my radio. Take care, point later. Motor mall, Switchblade, get down.
And there's Switchblade, while you all up in my radio, you're looking good over here. I got a whole heap of lot of you up in there. I'm still working this thing down here at 23 feet. We're just working this thing into low profile mode. Ain't no doubt about that. Motor mouth mall working the small mall stepping. Hey, Switchblade, have a good evening out there. We'll catch you another time, another way. Big Bad John, right here, right now. Got down.
Hey, more light, let me get on out here where you can type the Godfather. But you know that cat...
They're not gonna let me down. Hey, I don't know what they were. I was looking for you the other day, man. Hey, man, I was looking for you the other day. Don't tell me about that short neck backside. Hello to you, Mr. California, Switchblade, Bayer.
No, I don't go by Mr. California. Hey, Switchblade, I don't go by Mr. California. Motor mouth mall working the small ball, peen hammer right here, right now. Let me get my knees. Ooh, that's a whole lot of RF up in there. What am I pulling? Oh, man, shoot, 4 amps? Hey, Switchblade, we got these 4 amps walking and talking. I got down break.
You get ready. Is that why they call you Mr. California? Hey, Mr. California, 809. When you first start calling yourself Mr. California, you know what I thought you were? I thought you were 766. Mr. California, break.
Going in Wichita. Take care. Holler at you later. Moonlighter. Godfather won't get...
You know I know, Kevin.
I hear the east side. I hear Godfather talking to Moonlighter. I believe Moonlighter's got that mall down. Motor mouth mall stepping. I'm back on the side. Break up.
Motor mall hardcore with a wave, baby.
Hey, Hardcore 24. Hey, Hardcore with the wave, big ol' wave right back at you. Hey, Hardcore 24, Motor Mouth Mall, looking around your neck of the woods one time while I got this thing at 23 feet above the ground. Hello, Hardcore 24. Motor Mouth Mall, cruising this thing once more. Nature on the west side. I'm trying to get it back up in your radio one time. You got some Mother Nature up in here, Hardcore 24. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball, peen hammer, stepping. I got down, breaker, breaker. You know what? I was going to go to the store. I was heading over to the truck to go head to the store, and I heard all the commotion. I heard all the commotion through the door of the radio room, and I thought I had to open it up, and I looked out here, and here I am. Hey, that's what happened. Hardcore 24. I wasn't going to be back on the radio again, but I come out here, and I heard all kinds of commotion. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball, peen hammer looking big.
About it. Hello, Motor Mouth Mall. I'm just trying to warm up this old butt cutter there, baby.
Well, you trying to warm up that butt cutter. You warming it up out there. You smoking. That thing is cutting through like a hot knife through butter. Hey, you trying to warm up that butt cutter, and it's coming through here like a hot knife through butter. Ain't no doubt about that. Hardcore 24. Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall while you working that great big old butt cutter. Motor Mouth Mall cruising break.
All right. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, my audio sound pretty good.
Well, it's working. I'm hearing you over and above all the rest of the stuff out there. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Hey, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll play that back for you because I know you're curious. And I might play you back two different excerpts. One would be the last key somewhere around here. Hang on a second. And that's that one.
All right. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, my audio sound pretty good.
And that's that one. Hey, that's you right there, Hardcore 24, Motor Mouth Mall cruising.
I usually be on that old Cobra 29, but I'm on my old Galaxy. About the way this old audio sounded, no doubt about it. Take care, Motor Mouth Mall. Appreciate you. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Hardcore 24, working this old Galaxy.
And that Galaxy is working, I'll tell you what. 549, I hear you up in there too. Hey, 549, hello, blessings and good graces. And Hardcore 24, you used to be on the Cobra 29, but now you're on the Galaxy. Hey, Hardcore 24, I heard you out there. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, you working that Galaxy in fine fashion. 549, I heard you all up in there too. And this is what I heard. Check this out one time.
No doubt about it. Take care, Motor Mouth Mall. Appreciate you. Motor Mouth Mall.
There you go, Hardcore 24 and 549. Are you both up in there? Ain't no doubt about that. Good to hear you both in the world of sound. Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall, stepping breaker. Style too there. Hey, Hardcore 24, while you working that Galaxy, you working that thing in fine fashion. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer looking across this great big nation. Hardcore 24, Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall. I heard somebody else calling me that I didn't get to 28. I'm going to have to listen up a little bit better. Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall stepping.
Take this butt cut out, them boys. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Hardcore working that big butt cut, get on down, blah, blah, blah.
Did Hardcore, you see you're going to take that big old butt cutter off of those boys, and you right now you're working that big old butt cutter, ain't no doubt about that. Hardcore 24, Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall looking, and you got that mall down. You got that butt cutter working, walking, and talking there, breaker.
right there.
410, hey, Hardcore 24. I don't know what else you're hearing on the west side. Hey, Hardcore, is there anybody else on the west side, or is it just Motormouth Mall at the break?
Hey, Motormouth, you by yourself. I guess I ain't got no
Well, I appreciate that. All by myself, I want a key. All by myself. That's right, I want to drop this mall all by my lonesome from time to time, but not every time. Motormouth Mall Cruising Breaker.
All right, Motormouth Mall, you on the stage by yourself, man. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you singing solo, I guarantee to you. Take care of Motormouth Mall, I'm going to ease you back in the bushes. Hardcore, get down. Bye-bye-bye.
410. Well, I appreciate that. Hey, Hardcore. And that's what you're doing over here. You're all up in here all by yourself. I don't know what happened to the rest, but you rolled up in here and took full control, full and sole control of my radio to break.
Tell you, I'm going to get in the bushes and let them have a little talk time. I don't want to put this breakfast on all night long, so I'm going to give them a little air time. Take care of Motormouth Mall. Me and my butt cutter getting on down.
410, hey, Hardcore 24. Should I let them know that you're going to give them some airtime? Hey, Hardcore 24. Should I let them all know that you're going to give them some... Stop. Should I let them all know that you're going to give them some airtime? Hey, Hardcore 24, check it out one time. Here it comes. This is you. Well, you work in that butt cutter and you give them a little bit of airtime. Ain't no doubt about that. Motormouth Mall with that instant replay. I got down. Breaker. Now they know. Bye.
They trying to pick your pickles. Just get a minute right. Good night.
Buck Jones in the Keystone.
Hello, Buck Jones. Hey, Buck Jones up in the Keystone. I heard you roll up in my radio right there. Hey, Buck Jones, somewhere around the Keystone. I'm going to say hello and howdy do out there, and I hope everything is all well and swell around your stack of bricks. Hey, Buck Jones, Motormouth Mall working the small mall. Steppin', breaker.
I think I saw it. Hey, Ben White. Man, when you want to keep out here something water, I think I slipped. Take your Barry White. Send Moonlight some of your modulations. Switchblade, blackout.
Hey, Moonlight, I'm going to do the walkaway. Moonlight, a good time? I tell you what, I'm going to shoot you a 21 and put it on video call. Show you. I'm going to call you on video call.
Hey, Moonlight, it got doggone rough that time, man. Doggone 7-6.
Oh, Chelsea.
Oh, I didn't know 766 was up in there. I know it's really going to get tough now. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, stepping. I'm back on the side reading on this mail to see what's going to happen in my receiver. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, stepping. One fat watt at a time. I got down. Breaker.
Hey, Miss California, I was talking about your tag. Hey, Mr. California, I was talking about our tag. I called him 30 minutes ago. He said he'd been reading the mail for an hour, but he won't answer the damn telephone. Hey, Mr. California, I was talking about our tag. Call you later, Mr. Kelly, Switchblade, get down.
Yeah, I'm still looking for them things I'm asking about, man.
I'm not telling you you did a good job. Nope. I tell him congratulations. I'm gonna tell you why. A09. You said tell our tag, good job for whooping fat boys' fat ass. That plug the radio off. Good job. Come on. Take care, 809. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I can hear 766 now in backscatter. Now I know it's not my turn to burn. I know it ain't my turn to burn right there, right now. Motor Mouth Mall cruising. I'm back on the side.
Oh, wait a minute, Black Suit pissing on himself. 809, I'm not going to tell 766 you said good job on whooping fat boy fat ass. If you tell 766 good job, he got bigger. Piss on himself with a Black Suit. Goddamn, bro. Sweet spray, get down. Richie, good in that woods.
C455, 66 Alabama.
I don't know if there's any skip out here or not. Well, we're going to find out. 23 feet off the ground. Motor Mouth Mall working a small ball peen hammer. Stepping right there, right now. Break. 505, I got you all up in here looking good, sounding good. Ain't no doubt about that. 505, what's cooking or baking?
Hello, Motor Mouth Mall.
Ground plane antenna. I got it about 10 feet off the ground over here, top side of the Magnolia State.
Man, I tell you what, that thing's worth 10 feet off the ground. I'm 23 feet off the ground. This is like the day of the low profile antennas. Yeah, I had the top rear upper flywire half-inch Philistrand on the back of the antenna was broken. I happened to look up at the antenna today, and I thought, oh man, what the heck is that? You know, and the antenna had a little bit of a droop in the back end. So anyway, I thought I'd go ahead and get the tower down and put the boom truck out there. Tomorrow I'm going to go up there and tie it up with the rope. It'll survive the night, no problem. But I'm going to go ahead and tie it up with the rope, and I already ordered the brand new Philistrand and big grips to replace that piece, and we'll get that back to normal again here. But anyway, yeah, it was a trip and a half. It broke right at the metal edge of the big grip, which was technically ground. And I believe what happened, I'm not going to know until I get up there and look at it. I think it's burned from when I had that lightning strike. And so anyway, it finally, because to break that Philistrand, that's the half-inch diameter Philistrand. That's like, I don't know, 12,000 or 14,000 pounds or whatever it is of tensile strength. So I know it didn't break under tension. But anyway, I figured I'd lower the antenna down. So here I am down here. There's a long story for you. That's a long key down time. But I guess I don't ever worry about key down time. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Motor Mouth Mall working a small mall. Stepping. Your West Coast beast. Got down.
Going on here, Motor Mouth Mall.
Playback. The metal edge of the
I'm right out there, Motor Mouth Mall. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall. I don't know if I'll make it or not. I can't point the antenna here.
It's burned.
It's been years since I've been out here. I want to make it the trip from home. You hear me? I just know I can hear. Look you out there. Old doorknob down here in Music City, out here in the woods. Pretty good time, man.
Wow, that was an awesome playback. I sure appreciate that. Holy cow. Doorknob or Music City, I heard you roll up in there too. I did. Big old wave your way. And I sure appreciate the playback. Who was that? Who played that back? I didn't get the who. I heard the playback, and it sounded pretty bodacious. But I didn't get the who that was that played that playback back. Motor Mouth Mall working a small ball peen hammer right here, right now. Break.
In the mix, man.
Motor Mouth Mall. That's
115, that was you over there. At 115, that was you with the playback, and I appreciate the playback. I do too. I'll guarantee tell you, there was a few people that keyed up in between that kind of took out part of it, but I heard the bits and parts and pieces, and I tell you what, I liked what I heard. Appreciate that. At 115, big old wave. Hope you're having a good day out there, and enjoy the skip out there. We have what we got it. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now. Breaker.
Hey there, Motormouth Mall.
Hey, 007, that was pretty good shot there that time, man. I thought you was going to get absolutely covered stand off.
Anyway, good evening to you. South Central Texas, standby.
I know you played it back again, and I didn't get to hear it again. Maybe you get to post it. Maybe you can, I don't know if there's a way to post it up on Facebook. I'm not sure how that works. Or on YouTube, depending on how you recorded it, and if it's accessible again later on, or if it's a one-shot deal, or if it disappears when you turn the radio off. I don't know how that works. But I sure appreciate that. And 115, you got that audio sounding 10-8 and straight over here. I like what I'm listening to. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer got down.
Hey there, Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I got the live gate rolling. We're live on YouTube over at Kentucky CB Gate.
You lost me at it with you. I got this colossal full about
YouTube.
Motormouth Mall, 505.
And I got down.
What's the YouTube feed again there, Brink?
Hey, that's Kentucky CB Gate. KY Citizens Band Gate. Kentucky CB Gate.
Kentucky KY Citizens Band Gates. I'll look that up. KY Citizens Band Gates. I'll write that down now, and then I'll go check it out. Or tag me in it. If you can tag me in it, that would be cool. But yeah, I'll check that out. Ain't no doubt about it. While you working that great big old thing, and KYCB Gates. And I don't know if the CB is all one word, or if it's Citizens Band spelled out, or is it CB abbreviated. But I will try it a couple different ways, and I know I'll find it to break.
Kentucky, Northern Cal, 505.
Okay, Kentucky CB Gates. All right, good deal. Awesome. I'll be looking forward to checking that out. And I got a gate rolling over here on this end. Where are we looking at here right now? I put a monitor in front of my face, and now I can never see my icon for the. I can never see the icon for the, what do you call it, the YouTube thing, but I'm looking at it now. We're looking at about 23 minutes on this video gate. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. And hey, Stephen, I don't know. I can't speak for him, Frank. I don't know. I'm not his keeper, and I'm pretty sure he's a busy guy to break.
Anyway, good evening to everybody out there. I guess I'm going to get back here on the side. Y'all take care.
I hope you got that thing tied down to the ground good, because that thing's trying to take off and fly.
Holy smokes, there was some audio come rolling up in there. And I don't know if they're leaving or what's going on there, but they don't need to leave. There's no need to go in anywhere when you got audio like that. That's for doggone sure. Doggone it. I got a phone call. Hold on just a second here. I'll play this back on. Hang on. Let me play this back.
Good evening to everybody out there. Guess I'm going to get back here on the side. Y'all take care.
There you go. That's what I heard right there. Sounded good, but Mother Nature might be dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping. I got a 21. I'll be right back. Motormouth Mall stepping. I'm back out. Break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, that was 777 Texas with that audio. Take care. Sounding good in my neighborhood. No doubt about it. Welcome to the week. 777 South Central Texas. We're stepping out.
Hey, 777, that was you over there with all that audio. Hey, 777, that was you with all that audio over there. Hey, 777, big old wave. Man, that audio sounds 10-8 and straight. Man, between you and 115 over there, man, that's some beautiful audio up in my radio. Holy cow.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
And 201, I believe.
But I wanted to say hello anyhow. take care. 777 South Central Texas, we're stepping.
777 South Central Texas. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't have any idea that Mother Nature was going to do what she did today. I got my antenna all the way down here at 23 feet above ground, and it seems almost to me like it's got to be exceptional Mother Nature, but it seems like lowering my antenna, the skip has been outrageous. So I don't know if that's a fluke, or maybe the secret is to have to run one of these big old 7-element 48-foot-long beams at 23 feet above the ground. Maybe that's just a secret. Maybe I just stumbled across the answer break.
It was a tangled mess, but you made it through that time.
It's just the way Mother Nature flies. Anyway, man, you're sounding good. Just figured I'd say hello. I'll let you get back to your phone call. 777 South Central Texas. Bye-bye.
777. I'm going to talk to him a little bit later on after the skip dies out, because I know it's not going to stick in here real long, and I wanted to get out here and play around with this antenna while it was down here low to the ground, because tomorrow, once I get it fixed up, more like day after tomorrow, once I get it fixed up, I'm going to put it back up in the air again. But you're right, I think it's probably just the way Mother Nature rolls. You never know from one time to the next what's going to happen. By the way, one more quick excerpt of your audio. Check it out.
Just the way Mother Nature flies. Anyway, man, you're sounding good. Just figured I'd say hello. I'll let you get back to your phone call.
Man, I'll tell you what, 777, well, you got that thing working, walking, and talking, a whole lot of bass up around the place, and man, does it ever sound 10-8 and straight. Motor mouth mall working the small mall stepping, your West Coast undermodulated beast, sometimes called got down right there, breaker.
Fine job down here now. Hey guys, take care. Sounding good in my neighborhood. 777. That little bitty audio station. Take care.
I tell you what, that little bitty audio station sounds like a great big old monstrous transmitter. It makes you sound 7 foot tall and 700 pounds to break. Good job. I love that audio.
For sure. Take care, 804. Sit back.
804, take care out there in Crazy. I heard you up in there too. 804 in one ear and Crazy in the other ear. Motor mouth mall working the small mall stepping. I got down, me and these 150 birds waving and stepping. I'm back out.
Motor mouth mall.
Crazy 8 in Tennessee. Well, I almost thought you were crazy in the Carolinas. I almost thought you were crazy over there in the Carolinas, but you're Crazy 8 over there in Tennessee. I got it straightened out. At least now I know who I'm looking at and who I'm talking to. Hey, Crazy 8 in Tennessee, Motor Mouth Mall, looking at you, break.
We're jumping up and down and trying to make some noise. I feel a little bit
Bartender Crazy, I tell you what, it got rough and tough that time. Holy smokes, it got rough and tough, but it's all good. Hey, Crazy 8, take care of blessings and good graces around your place. Radio station Motor Mouth Mall working this 3D audio. Got down right there, break.
I'm going to make it rough and tough on these things. Oh, Motor Mouth Mall 804 said, don't leave me on the mall. Come on.
804, you see, as tough as Mother Nature is, you're going to get out there and drop a hammer in the world of sound. 804, that's what you did. You put a hammer on out there in fine fashion right there. You put it where I could get it. 804, Motor Mouth Mall working this 3D audio. Looking your way to break.
Man, you had my ears tied up there for about the last 20 minutes, Triple M. Good job as far as that goes. But, man, you sure make it hard for me to hear the people coming back to the Carolinas.
But that's how it goes. Hey, thanks for kicking with me, Motor Mouth Mall. I didn't know if I had any conditions or not.
You definitely have conditions, and I appreciate you bumping it down. Take a bit of time out of your busy schedule to roll up in here and acknowledge me up in your radio and give a talk out here to the west side while you dropping that hammer in the world of sound. 804, take care, blessings and good graces. I don't mean to make it too rough and tough on your receiver over there. I know there are a lot of big hammers out there. I'm just trying to get up in there and go for a ride and get in and fit in where I can fit in from time to time. Mother Nature does she does the hard part. I just get up in there and hop on and go for a ride to break. Hello, T804, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now.
I know you don't mean to, but you absolutely are dropping a big ear hammer out here, man. Got our ears tied up, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I know you're not trying to, but I know you daggone doing it. Hey, good evening, Mr. Motor Mouth Mall, 804, the Carolina said, real good copy.
Well, I tell you what, I ain't the only one doing that. Hey, 804, I ain't the only one out there doing what you accusing me of doing, because you doing it too. Check it out.
You don't mean to, but you absolutely are dropping a big ear hammer out here, man. Got our ears tied up, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I know you're not trying to, but I know you daggone doing it. Hey, good evening, Mr. Motor Mouth Mall, 804, the Carolina said, real good copy.
And that's what I heard, 804. That's what you're doing over there? Motor Mouth Mall letting you know the Watergate don't lie.
Is because I think all these other stations, they done went to sleep on it and break.
Well, yeah, after all, I guess it is getting kind of late over there, huh? It's got to be about 10 o'clock, 11 minutes after 10 over there on your neck of the woods, so I suppose it might be bedtime for a few that'd have to get up and work tomorrow, but, unlike them, I'm retired, so I don't have to go to sleep yet, and it sounds like you can stay up for a little while, too, and drop that hammer, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer with this great big old Cobra 29LX. I got down, breaker.
Something on this end, 20, 30, who knows?
Motor Mouth Mall, West Coast.
And left me out here all by myself.
We don't want anyone to be left out there all by themselves, so I'm going to stand by and read the mail for a bit and see who does what in my receive, see what Mother Nature does, where she goes, and where she lands, nobody knows. 804, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast under modulated beast. Sneaking on through one more time. I got down, breaker. Hey, 557, been a long time since I heard you up in my radio. It's good to hear you roll up in there. 557 on the Hog Yard, Motor Mouth Mall. I tried to roll up in there one time. What's cooking to break?
How about a motor?
All right, I appreciate the comeback here, Motor Mouth, sure do. Anyway, first time I've heard you since, I guess back in the early spring, I guess, maybe. But anyway, sound good right here. As always, take care out there, and I'll let you grab some more. This old 4-speed, they know me as 557 out here in the Hog Yard. I'll be kicking it back.
Over here, 10.
410 there. Hey, 4-speed, 557. I appreciate the bump down. Yeah, I believe it's been a while. Must have been about since last spring or so, since I heard you on my radio, and you were blowing smoke then, and you're blowing smoke now. I guarantee tell you. Hey, 4-speed, check this out one time.
All right, I appreciate the comeback here, Motor Mouth, sure do. Anyway, first time I've heard you since, I guess back in the early spring, I guess maybe. But anyway, sound good right here, as always.
out there in the hog yard with all that bodacious audio, motor, mouth, maul, working the small maul. I thought you needed to hear that so you can see what kind of damage you're doing to my receiver, Brega.
I appreciate the playback here, Motor Mouth Maul. Sure, Dave, I go over and listen to you Watergates there once in a while. But anyway, don't get a chance to talk to you too often, but it sounds like the old West Coast conditions are finally starting to roll in this direction, so I'm sure we'll hear more of you and you'll hear more of me. And if you're OKW over there, hey, my neighbor up there, I tell him I said to shut up and sit down.
Tell him if I hear KW up in there, I'll let him know. You said to shut up and sit down, but I don't hear him out there yet. So I'll try to remember that one, and when I hear him out there, I'll pass that to him. Ain't no doubt about that. I sure do appreciate the bump down, and yeah, I do believe that with the Mother Nature dipping around this way now, we'll have some conditions for a little while before things change up and go a different direction. And it's nice to see it change up. Everybody gets a turn, everybody gets a little bit of a chance to get some DX up in there, and it's nice that it's not the same old, same contact, same pipeline time after time after time. So you get a little bit of a break in between, and you get to talk to others in between, and it's all good, So I'll look forward to doing it again on Down the Helix. Take care and have yourself a wonderful evening, and good to hear you out there. A 4-speed 557 motor mouth maul looking around the hog yard. I got down breaker.
Maul, you got a copy 491.
I heard like 3 people up in there. 491, you stood out on top of the stack right there. I'm not sure who there was. There were a couple others up in there, but 491, that was you on top of the stack to break.
Goddamn, man. You're sounding badass down here in South Central Texas. Hey, good evening to you.
South Central Texas. Wow, what a trip. Yeah, you're doing a good job coming out of South Central Texas. The beam is down at 23 feet right now, so I'm really surprised that it's even working. I pulled it down because the doggone strongback cable broke on the back side of the beam, so I thought I'd take it down and do a little bit of work on it, do a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of fine-tuning, and put the big beam back up at the full height again before long. But I don't know, after today, dropping it down, ever since I dropped it down, I had conditions in the beginning of the day, and it was okay, but ever since I dropped the antenna down, either dropping the antenna down or at the same time Mother Nature coming around to our way of thinking, one of the two, it's just been a whole different world on the radio with the antenna down here at 23 feet. So I ain't going to complain about it. I'm just going to roll with it. Hello to you one more time. Motor mouth maul waving, 491, your West Coast Beast got down.
His trip is, he's one of my neighbors over here, kind of helped him get into some of that stuff. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys have it back. He wanted to holler at you, so I let him know you were out here, and that's what we did. Anyway, 777 standing by.
777, well, I tell you what, you getting them all dialed in and set up just about right, because you sound really, really good, and so I'd say everything is on the top shelf over there, and he's got it going on. I'm going to drop my carrier down here a little bit. 150 watts is on this one with the reflected power and not retuning my amplifier. Might have been a little tad bit tight, so I thought I'd drop the carrier down a little bit and loosen it up a little. I don't want to go retune everything, but I just figure I'd drop it down and try to be nice to it. All right, 777. Yeah, real good job with your neighbor there, and maybe he'll roll in the direction of wideband high fidelity to break.
No contact out west on Motor Mouth Maul. DI in Maryland, getting one out.
Hey, DI over there in Maryland. I got you rolling up in there real good. Hey, DI in Maryland. Long time no CB, and good to hear you roll up in my receive. DI, Motor Mouth Maul, working break.
Hey, well, 410, sir. Wow, these some strange conditions.
Get out of the way.
Hell, Motor Mouth Maul. Good evening time to you, big brother. Been a little while since we got a chance to speak and spoke. Always good to hear the man of sound on the radio. Conditions have been real poor around the hog yard.
But you already know they've been poor everywhere, I guess. Well, once again, it's good to hear you out there. Motormouth Mall, your small station around the hog yard, Eugene Johnson waving.
Well, you know, Eugene Johnson, you said the same thing D.I. was saying. We had some strange conditions out there. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, D.I., you right? We had some weird conditions. And Mother Nature been doing some strange stuff. And Eugene Johnson, yeah, it's been a long time. And you come open in there from the hog yard like you did before the conditions changed. You know, you had to hammer up on my radio day after day after day after day for a long time. And then the conditions plumb went, you know, they fell out, you know. It just dipped down out of there, and that was the end of that for a while. And now you come up in there just like you did before the conditions fell out. Hey, Eugene Johnson, good to hear you up in there. D.I. up around Maryland, Motormouth Mall with a wave. Your West Coast undermodulated beast, 23 feet above the ground. Got down.
Well, I appreciate all that good talking about me and everything, but it's always Mother Nature. We all know that. And right about now, you got me way up in the red, so I know I got Mama Nature with you. That sounds real good, even though you're down at 23 feet working on that antenna and doing some low numbers. But, you know, you always get out doing those low numbers. You know the brother man, that's all I can say about you. The man with the big sound. Worldwide, Motormouth Mall. Good evening time to you once again. Have a good rest of the week coming up. Hope everything going well your way. Motormouth Mall, small station, Eugene Johnson, back out.
410. Well, I appreciate the kind words. I'll tell you, I definitely like the small number type station. You know, that's always how I run things, and I always believe in that concept. You know, of the barrel being, you know, 1/4 full max on the carrier. Whatever your amplifier can do peak, the maximum carrier can only be 1/4 of that. And, you know, I believe in that. And a lot of people believe in a 2-to-1 ratio, 3-to-1 ratio. I like the 4-to-1 ratio. But the 4-to-1 in and of itself, I don't want to get technical, but, you know, that in and of itself doesn't mean anything either. It's a matter whether it's boxcar or sinusoidal, how much area into the curve you got, where you draw the line about how much area into the curve is too much area into the curve, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that combined with some bandwidth, and you can get a pretty good recipe for success, ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Eugene Johnson, well, you got that mall down, you're smoking over here. Appreciate the bump down in the world of sound. Eugene Johnson, Motormouth Mall stepping, and D.I. over there in Maryland. I didn't get to hear you because Mother Nature's sitting in a Razorback. Mother Nature's sitting over there in the hog yard. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer stepping. 1 fat watt at a time. I got down. Breaker.
Motormouth Mall, I'm going to get my panties up and get up out of here, but I like to keep a low dead key and do a lot of swing myself until somebody crawls up on my back, and then I'm going to crank it up until it goes pow. As far as I have to anyway. Catch you later, Motormouth Mall. Eugene Johnson, small station around the Razorback, back out.
Small station around the Razorback with that great big audio is walking and talking, and yeah, I hear that. I do, you know, when the going gets tough sometimes got to add another zero, and that means turning the knob a little bit farther than just a little bit more until it stops, and then some. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Eugene Johnson, I hear you. I do. Motormouth Mall working a small ball peen hammer waving. Me and his Cobra 29LX, 1 fat undermodulated watt at a time. Got down. Breaker. You know, I found a really cool fix for them popping breakers. Get you a piece of 1/0 wire and put a flat, you know, crimp on each end of it, unplug the breaker, and plug in a big old piece of fat wire about the size of your middle finger, you know, and just flatten that out real good, tin it a little bit if you need to, tin it, and then kind of shape it and flatten it, you know, and then grind off the parts that stick out and just plug that wire right in, and no more breaker problems.
I heard that, and it sounds real good, but I gotta have something to help me save that tube, because if I didn't, I might not know when to quit.
blow the main transformer, and the power company comes out and puts a new one in for you. You do that a few times. Actually, they got a fuse on the output of the main transformer, so they blow that fuse a couple times. But after you do that 2 or 3 or 4 times, then they got to come out there, then they reevaluate the situation, and they figure, well, if that 75 kVA transformer wasn't enough, maybe they'll put you 100 kVA up in there, break.
I think I got plenty here. I got more than I got tube, so I got to be real careful. With them great big old tubes that take 2 people to pick them up. I'm an old frail man, you know. I'm in a diaper and on a walker, and I can still pick my tube up because it's real light. Yeah, if you had those real heavy tubes, you know, you got the big old heavy ones with the double handles on them and all that, you know, you gotta reinforce the walker. You gotta reinforce the wheels on the walker and reinforce the aluminum tubing on the walker to be able to support that kind of weight. So if you don't want to spend the money on the walker, it's best not to get them big tubes. That's for doggone sure. And them transformers that power them big tubes. Man, I tell you what, that's the same as like a big boatload, a truckload of hamsters, you know, working on the wheel, you know, spinning real fast, so it turned that wheel, so you got enough power to light the filament on the tube. That's the secret. You use mice, rats, or hamsters, or in some cases, possums. And you make them turn the wheel, and the wheel hooks up to a generator, and the generator lights up the filament of the tube. And you know, they can be pretty consistent in the speed that they travel at, you know, and then you use all of the power from the transformer to run your B+. That way you get a little bit extra wattage out of everything to break. How about it out there? That I did. You talking about those possums? You know, possums don't seem to move real fast. And the other night, I got out and got on my walker, you know, it's electric, and was going over to my daughter's house next door, and I cranked that thing up and got up about 3 miles an hour. I was cruising right along, and damn, the possum didn't pass me on the way over.
Man, oh man, that possum was going. He was going faster than 3 miles an hour. That's a pretty quick moving possum, you know. I was just figuring they move kind of slow, but if you got enough of them, it's kind of like horsepower versus torque. You know, you may not have a whole lot of horsepower, but if you got 40 or 50 of them all in parallel, then you got all of that torque multiplication from the possums. Ain't no doubt about that. You know, it could be a the doggone nonsense. Hello, dear, one more time. Eugene Johnson, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, waving and stepping, sometimes called Big Bad John. Got down right there.
Big Bad John. Catch you later, brother. Good hearing you enter, good conversation. Let me get out the way and let the band roll on. Maybe you get a little more skip in before it quits. Big Bad John. Catch you later, I go.
All right, sounds good. I hear like 2 or 3 or 4 others way underneath you calling the West Coast. I'm not sure if they're calling me or they're calling somebody else on the West Coast. So I'm going to sit back and read the mail for a little bit. D.I. in Maryland, if you're still reading the mail and if you still can get in there or not, I don't know if the Mother Nature is going to let that happen. But hello to you one more time. Eugene Johnson, have a good day out there. We'll catch you another time, another way. And D.I. in Maryland, if you got a grip, Motormouth Mall waving and Motormouth Mall stepping right there. Right now. I heard East Coast, Baltimore, Maryland. I heard East Coast, Baltimore, Maryland, and I heard somebody at 2021, maybe something. I didn't get the 21 station. I did get the East Coast, Baltimore, Maryland station there, break.
Roger, East Coast, Baltimore, Motormouth Mall.
Waving a hand.
Well, 68, you roll up in there from the Carolinas with a great big old hammer. I definitely heard the East Coast. I'm getting everything from up north all down south. Ain't no doubt about that. Hello to you one more time. 68, can hear you roll up in there too to break.
And
FO10, man. I just got right here. He got it going on out there, but you sounded real good on the band. Hey, Motormouth Mall, good to hear from you. 68, small station right there, right back.
Tender 68. Who did you say was on the band? 68. Who was that you were talking about?
The Chicken Man, 333, Chicken Man, 333 from down under there, 410.
Oh, wow, Chicken Man from down under. Oh, 333. Wow, what a trip. Yeah, I didn't, it didn't occur to me that there'd be anything coming from down around Australia or New Zealand or anything like that. But, of course, it would stand to reason with Skip being as weird as it is right now and as strange as Mother Nature's being, that there would be some Skip coming from down under. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, good deal. But next time you talk to him down under, my antenna's all the way down, and I got it's actually the Yagi, the flat side 7 element is actually interlaced with the vertical 4 element below it, because I've got the antenna all the way there, the tower all the way down. So the antenna that's normally at the middle of the tower is now halfway through the top antenna, and I'm waiting to fix the Philistran on it. The top antenna had a little bit of a broken Philistran issue, and so I lowered everything down and I brought the boom truck out there and parked it underneath. So tomorrow I'm going to go up in there and put a temporary rope up in there just to last for a couple of days, and then I already ordered the Philistran and the big grips to put the new 0.44 inch, almost half-inch diameter Philistran back up there again. So anyway, I can't turn the antenna right now, but I would if I could. I appreciate you letting me know that 333 was out there. Good to hear where they're getting some kind of conditions from Australia and New Zealand up around this neck of the woods. Ain't no doubt about that. Motormouth Mall cruising 868. Have a good day. Your West Coast undermodulated beast trying to rock on in there from time to time with a small Cobra 29.
Big Bad John, sure enough, you got it going on right here in the Carolinas like you always do, big brother. Even if with your antenna down, it's doing that thing. Hey, Big Bad John, take care. Have a good night out that way. 68, small radio station, Carolina coastline, right back out. I'll see you.
Sounds good. Yeah, but I think it's all about the good antenna, The height is nice, height is nice. They say height is might, but I say height is nice, but it's not necessary. Apparently, height is nice or height is might. And some people say, and I say height is nice, but it's not necessary. That's for doggone sure. Check this out one time. It's 68. There you go, 68. That was you, Motormouth Mall. That's me, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down looking east.
The FO10, man, real good copy. I love that Watergate. It sounded real good on the playback, too, man. Hey, Big Bad John, take care on that deal, man. Height is might, that's for real. But I ain't very high off the ground right now. I'm about 40 feet on this end, man. But I definitely can tell it when I get 70 plus. Hey, definitely up there, 100 plus, 100, a little bit over 100. Texas Bandit down here in Houston, right?
Wow, I couldn't get up anywhere near 100 feet. That's way up there. Man, 100-foot tower, that's pretty cool. No, I can go 75 feet. Check this out, by the way, one time.
Love that Watergate. It's sounding real good on the playback, too, man. Hey, Big Bad John, take care of that deal, man. Height is might, that's for real. But I ain't very high off the ground right now. I'm about 40 feet on this end, man.
Yeah, it's about twice as high as I am. Hello, dear. One more time. 68 Motormouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer, one fat watt at a time. Breaker.
Yeah, you got that 29 LX ball peen hammer. Small station stepping. I'll see you.
Bye-bye. You stepping in fine fashion. Keep on doing what you're doing, and we'll catch you a little bit later on. Take care. 7-3, one more time. Motormouth Mall waving, and I'm back on the side. Breaker. Should I hear somebody in Houston, Texas? I believe I heard somebody around Houston. They're breaking.
You sure did, Motormouth Mall.
Texas Bandit down here in Houston, Texas. We just wanted to give you a wave. You're sounding good. Like you do always.
Break.
Texas Bandit, I appreciate the bunk down. You looking good and sounding good coming out of Houston as well. Doing a real good job. A Texas Bandit, Motor Mouth Mall waving. And try to roll up in there one more time to say hello and have a good evening. And hope you enjoyed the DX out here in the World of Sound. And have a good week up there coming up. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, the week has already started. I guess today's Monday. Well, have a good rest of the week. A Texas Bandit, Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer stepping right there, right now.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the wave.
Hello out there, Mr. Motormouth Mall. Hey, Mr. Motormouth Mall, 203 Cannonball around this Talladega Super Speedway trying to drop in on your show.
Hey, Cannonball, it's been a long time since I heard you roll up in there out there around the Talladega Speedway. Hey, Cannonball, Motor Mouth Mall waving. And I'll tell you what, you got a hammer down coming out here on the Central Coast of Cali there, Brink.
Hey, I was just flipping through the channels there and heard you in there. Like you said, it had been a minute since I talked to you. Just wanted to jump in there and see if I couldn't get on your radio show this evening there. Tim Roger.
I'd say you made the trip. Hey, Cannonball, you rolled out of the barrel of that cannon and it fell right into my receiver like this.
Through the channels there and heard you in there. Like you said, it had been a minute since I talked to you. Just wanted to jump in there and see if I couldn't get on your radio show this evening there. Tim Roger.
There you go. You rocking and rolling up in there in fine style. Hey, Cannonball, Motor Mouth Mall. Here's your breaker.
Hey, check, Mr. Motormouth Mall. You have yourself a super final out there. Thanks for that there water, dude.
4100 waving that hand, East Texas.
410. You're welcome. No pain, no strain. I got to go figure something out here real fast. I'll be right back. Got to do a little bit of math. I'll be back. Motor Mouth Mall stepping. Motormouth Mall, ground plane in Georgia, jumping up and down. Hey, ground plane, I'm busy doing some math over here. I hear you, ground plane, but I'm not I'm not really in key down mode here. I got to do something here. Hang on. Appreciate the bump down. Yeah, our conditions are dipping and dabbing pretty quick over here. Hey, ground plane, take care. 7-3. Appreciate you being out there in the world of sound. Appreciate that great big audio you got too. I know our signal is kind of weak, but the audio is phenomenal. Sound really, really good over here. Keep up the good work over there, and we'll catch you a little bit later on. A ground plane, Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, one fat wad at a time. I got down, breaker. Back to the calculator.
fence line and turned and went south and didn't get a drop here at the house. What the hell are you doing on the radio this late at night? Don't you know your damn compadre down there waiting to key up on your ass? But no, Dan told me again. I just out playing. That's my house. It is what it is. Thing I got out there in the storm was my electricity got knocked off for about an hour. Didn't have to listen to no phone or nothing, because when I lose electricity now, I lose the phone and all. But AT&T sent me a link today in the mail saying that we can go ahead and get their new stuff. And I can keep my old phone number. We
Yeah, that's right. And you take that real deal, I hook it up, and it'll run right there with it. It'll do the same thing, so I got a backup. So I'll keep both of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. The other thing you got to do with the small real deal, you just got to have voltage. It takes, TT told me when I bought it, he said, you got to have 18 volts to make it do what it's supposed to do. And he was right. And you put it on 18 volts and it'll fly.